Welcome back, episode, what are we on, 6, I believe, of Medieval Dynasty. And today, so we went out and got some resources. I have done a couple things off camera, so we'll go over that just to make sure. Every time I do that, we'll always catch everybody up on anything that happened or was put up. And we got a bunch of resources. Today we're going to concentrate on expanding the village and bringing some villagers in. First thing we've done is we have made a wash tub. So that way we don't got to go down to the river. And what we do here is, you can see, you put water in it and you're basically taking a bath. So to do that, we did have to make a bucket. So you do bring your buckets over here. Then you can fill the buckets. And with your filled buckets, you can obviously transfer water. To make the bucket, what we had to do, as you can see, we already had our wood, right, where we're going to employ our first person. So at the carpenter's rack, we made some planks. And then what we had to do here, if you come up to the front of these, right, so this is our workshop, so you can get into the manage section from here. But we had to put up a workshop, which was pretty easy, and then from there we have our workbench, where we can make all sorts of cool stuff. And you can see up top there we got some wooden buckets. Yeah, so that's all that is. And then we also got a bunch of resources. So what we want to do to start off here is we got some stuff laid out. And this is our hunting lodge. And here is our smithy. We got our kitchen there. What we need to put up today is we need our food storage. Food storage for sure. We're going to employ our first person here. We're probably going to employ our second person here. So we'll have a hunting lodge. And then I believe from there maybe we'll put up an extraction building. But we definitely, that way we can get kind of all of our main resources coming in. So let's work on, we got to get them all done. So we'll get all that up, and then we need to have basically a process of stuff in place, which I would highly recommend before you recruit your first villager. And then in our simple house, right, so there's 3 empty slots. We're going to put up another house for sure. Maybe if we have enough resources, 2 houses would probably be the best. Because you don't want to expand too fast, but at the same time, I want to get some people in here, so that way we got our kind of our bare bones resources going. So let's get that started. First, let's put some of this stuff away that we're not going to need right off the bat. Unripe berries. So I have been collecting some berries. I'll show you what we'll do with those later, but we're basically going to turn them into rot, which we can then turn into fertilizer. So we are definitely going to need some stones to start, it looked like. Just don't remember how many. Well, let's take 20 stones, and then we'll take as many logs as we can carry. As you can tell, we can carry way more than we did just a little bit ago. Get some of that going up, and then it looks like we're going to need sticks and logs for the inside and the walls. Grab a few more logs. Probably need about 10 of them. Might just go pick some sticks. Oh no, we got plenty of sticks. Grab a bunch of them for now. The other thing I did go grab is some straw. Straw is a pain in the butt to get here, which kind of sucks. So I'll be grabbing that off camera. So we gotta go way over here to get straw. We did grab some skills. Let's put some skill points to use. I just got these from gathering the resources to build everything. So we got our XP going. Don't really need that. Slower durability, let's see. Destroying structures. Let's get that one for now. I don't think we'll be destroying anything quite yet, but Eventually what we'll want, Careful Miner's a good one. Mule for sure. And then, yeah, I don't know. We'll kind of see as we go along what we're doing. Yeah, let's get a point in there. And then so we got our XP maxed here. What do we want? So health is always good. We do have a little temperature tolerance to start. That's nice. We are in the last day, I believe, of spring, so it'll be summer pretty soon. Then it'll be hot. What do we need here? Yep, just broke my hammer. Cool. Went out. Good thing I got that straw. Oh, don't have any more logs. And then you. What do we need? 1, 2, 6, 9, 11 more logs, it looks like. Did I count that one? Oh, God, so many. I don't think I did. Let's grab 15 more logs. Yeah, you can tell this is why we need a wood person. So I'm already about out of logs, which sucks. Early on, you definitely go through logs really fast. Can you see that from here? Two, 4. I think that's it. All right. Man, we're already gonna have to. I definitely underestimated the amount of logs we're gonna need. All right, nice. There we go. We got the excavation shed ready to go. So we got our food storage up. Now, what we're gonna do is we'll grab our food from here. And if you ever get confused, so like it can be slightly confusing till you kind of get used to it, but you can see we have these are in food category, but if you look at the bottom right, see that green part that says resource storage? So for people to actually use these, we need to keep them in here. For people to actually use the meat, see how it's red and it says food storage? Same thing with the mushrooms, the oat rolls. So we want them in our food storage. Then same as the resource storage, you just throw her in the chest here. We'll keep some of that for ourselves. Let's fill up our food and hunger real quick here. All right. So we have, I feel like next, let's get up. Yeah, let's get our hunting lodge going. Do we want that excavation shed? We do have a little meat. Yeah, let's get that hunting lodge up. I think we're gonna put up all 3. Those will probably be the first 3 places we employ people. All right. We're already short on these. I'm sure I'm gonna go through all them, and we're gonna have to go get some. Stones up. Yep, we're already short on logs. Beautiful. Do we want to just grab some from back here? believe this will eventually be farmland anyways. Let's just grab a couple so we can get that one building up, and then maybe maybe we'll have a little cut, and I'll come back with a bunch of logs. I was kind of hoping not to do that because I wanted to not really sim much of this last day. Because once summer hits, those fields are going to be ready. We definitely want to get a barn up, get a farmer. Right now, we'll be the kind of the main farmer. Another thing, you know, even if we don't develop this area, so I'm leaving these stumps, kind of like I said, first or second episode. And these trees will all grow back. I want to say it takes 2 years for a tree to grow back. This axe is about to take a dump. Alright, this will be the last one. We'll get the rest of what we can up. Holy Jesus. And then we'll probably take we'll cut her quick, and I'll come back with more logs. I know that's why we got to get those villagers in. That way you guys don't just watch me do all this boring stuff. Alright, let's get that hammer out. Nope, not the boat. Let's see if we can at least finish this off. There we go. Sounds like my guy's about to die. I'm so glad I went and got all that straw. We level up production. Let's go to our skills. How did we do here? Let's see. Handyman, builder. I'm not too worried about. Insulating's definitely something we're gonna want. Might as well just get it now. We could. Yeah, let's just get it now. We'll show everybody insulation, how that works. Alright, looks like I just need some sticks, huh? 4, 12, 20, 26. Oh. Lost track already. 29, 35. So I don't know, let's just grab like 50. One thing you'll always run into is you'll count like that, and sometimes you forget a spot, so you'll come back and you'll be short, and then you'll be annoyed because you got to run back again. So let's grab some sticks. We go, hunting lodge complete. So it puts our stuff in. This is where we can craft. How is our bow? 42%. It's not too bad. You got a drying rack for meat. That's how you make your dried meat. This is where you make your bows. And then we can also make arrows now. So we don't have to buy our arrows and bows anymore, which is pretty nice. What we want is this bow. The nice thing about this bow is it's way better. Obviously, we got to get our survival up. So if you look in the middle blue part, not enough technology, right? So that's more survival technology. We're about halfway there to unlocking the good bow. But it's really not that expensive to make compared to the garbage bow. And arrows obviously are pretty cheap. We just got to unlock the scheme for that. Again, when we go back to the main village, I'll cut that. And then if something interesting happens, we'll I'll throw it in the video. Yeah, we'll probably make a bunch of stuff to sell. That way we can make some money while we're there. So let's see, the other building we're gonna want up right away is our excavation shed. Oh man, it's not that uneven. Oh, which, can I put it in here? That's not too bad. So this shouldn't be too awful. Just need a couple more logs. Let's just grab some from here. Again, I really don't like taking trees from where we're going to be building, because I don't know which ones I'm going to want to take, but that's why I always leave the stump. Worst case scenario, it'll just grow back in a little bit. Let's grab one more from over here. See if that's enough. Then we'll do a quick little cut. I'll go grab some wood. So we will need some logs to make buckets. I'll show you. Just remember, when our villagers come in, we want to have food already set for them. So food, water, and firewood. So we will need a couple extra logs. I'll show you how all that works and how you want to set it up in the management. That way, once you get your people, you can just assign them real quick. Oh, this is like all logs, of course. Let's get our straw in here right away. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to make a little bit of a straw run. How much straw do I have? Yep, I'm going to need more logs and more straw. How are we doing time-wise? I might be able to come back and get that before the end of the day here. Alright, so let's do that. We'll do a little cut here, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up our building. And it looks like, I mean, it's probably gonna be the end of the day, so we'll have to do a summer run to go get our people. But yeah, I will see you in a second. And we're back. So we went and got a bunch of resources. You can tell it did switch over, so I went through the night and got what I could. It did switch over from spring to summer, so you can see in the top part of our map, it looks like we got a mission back at Piastovia, so we're going to go back there anyways to recruit our villagers. So once we do that, probably next episode, I'm thinking is when we're going to get to that. We can also check out that mission. I'm not sure if we just do one of those, if that'll give us that fast travel capability, which would be awesome. And the other thing is, now that it's summer, we are going to put on our warm hat. Or not our warm hat, our preventing us from getting warm hat. So we will equip that, make me look cool. The other thing is, if we look at our skills, let's upgrade those. So just, from out gathering stuff, we have our XP in survival. So now we have our Master of Destruction already. A lot of these other ones are kind of durability ones, but now we're getting into some of the better stuff here. So stamina consumption, I usually don't spend any points on that, but carry weight's always a big one. The more logs I can carry and other random things I can carry, the better. So I am going to take the extra 10 pounds there. And what else did we get? Some survival. So we got 2 more survival points. So let's grab the extra health to hopefully let us take an extra hit or 2. And then the other ones I'm not too worried about. This one's not bad. The temperature's kind of nice. One of the big things is we are going to have to get winter clothes before winter, or we will freeze and die. But we'll do a slower loss of food and water. It's just kind of nice not having to deal with it as often. kind of a quality of life thing there. And then our fields. So if we look at our field management, this is how it kind of shows up. So you can see the other ones are still growing. But we do have something that's ready for harvest, which is our flax. So I think before we go to town, we'll harvest that flax, and we'll show you how we do that. To do that, we probably will want to put up a barn, so that'll probably definitely be a next episode thing. But let's kind of continue our building here, get stuff set up. So let's grab. Let's see, what do I all have on me? All right. Oh, the other thing is every season, like we hunted out those boars, right? So they came back, and when they came back, because I killed them, that way I got the extra meat and leather. So we're gonna need logs for sure. Let me go look. I forgot what's the next thing we're putting up here. Our excavation shed, which is mainly logs. Oh, and I did grab a bunch of straw as well. Put the logs out there. There we go. Excavation shed is complete. All right, so we got our wood resource, our food resource, and our kind of extra materials resource. When we do the excavation shed, we can get stone, so we'll definitely bring in stone and straw, maybe a little bit of straw, stone for sure, and then copper as well, so we can finally get going on our copper stuff, which we will have to put up our forge for. Again, kitchen, not too worried about yet. I like to have that next to food storage. So we got our little house. Let's put up another. We're just gonna go a little, because there's no sense in building this one, because we're gonna, once we get up to 1500, I mean, eventually we'll tear these down and we'll put up the good houses, so that will make our villagers happier, which in turn will boost their production. So we're gonna give these guys plenty of space. I want to kind of space out the houses a bit. That way we can, once we get into it a little more, we'll have the ability to decorate the houses, which makes, again, our villagers kind of happier, better moods. Let's see, and I kind of want to keep coming back here. I don't want a log base if I can avoid it. I'd rather have a stone base. Looks like we're gonna have to go with the log base on this one. I mean, I get stone there, but yeah, generally with these changes in elevation, right? How far are we? Generally with these changes in elevation, right? So you can see like it would be a stone base right there, but as soon as I go over here, see how it changes the bottom part. So that'll be from stone to wood, which that's fine. I don't know if we're gonna have time to put this one up today anyways. So for this one, we're gonna need 10 stones. Maybe I can just grab these while I'm over here. Is there a bunch of stone anywhere? Not really. Go back and get some. Yeah, let's go grab our house building materials. Alright, so do we have logs on us? Not too many. Let's see what we can carry. Let's take 18 logs. Shouldn't need too many more of them. And we are going to do the cheapos for right now, so we will need straw. Oh, I forgot how much it is. Let's take 80. Grab a couple things on the way. Yeah, and I'm hoping with 3 houses we can get some good peoples in here, and we'll just kind of leave. I forgot to grab sticks. We'll just kind of leave everything standard for now. We will change that. I can't remember if I showed you how, but right, so you got your, say we want to change this wall, right, here's the plain wall we're using. We can make wood walls, and what we'll do is we'll make stone. That's kind of your top resource. That's why I want to get a villager in who can be making the stone for us. Oh, that's not what I wanted to make right away. I don't need that. Straw. Alright, so we need the sticks. And 1, 2... at least 3 logs. Let's grab a handful of sticks and 5 logs. Alright. Say about, we'll grab 5 of these. And then we'll need a bunch of sticks. We'll keep the straw on us for now. If we can get that next house up, I may have to go pop down a couple trees real quick. And we'll get some, we'll get a road going back here. Sounds like my guy's about to die. There we go. Alright, got another house done. Yeah, let's get this bad boy up over here. Go grab some of these trees back here. I don't think that'll hurt anything. I do have some extra logs, but let's just grab a couple of these quick. Hopefully they don't roll down the hill. Let's just grab 2 of these trees, and we'll get the rest from our resource storage. So you can see now the berries have switched over. So now if we, remember they were unripe before, but now, so now you can eat them. Not get sick. That reminds me, I did take those unripe berries. We'll swing by food storage real quick after this. Grab more resources, and I'll show you kind of how you can turn food into rot. You're gonna roll down that stupid hill, aren't you? Nah, come back. Alright, let's get these in there, and then we'll see what else we're all gonna need. 6 more logs, plus going around in the straw. Let's grab what we got. If we have to cut down a couple trees, that'll be alright. It's definitely a thing in the beginning. Gotta cut down a lot of trees. Alright, and then I don't know how much. Let's top off a little bit here. Bring some sticks. So you can already tell that weight difference. Like, remember in the very beginning where I cut down like 2 trees and I was overweight? Now I have 21 logs on me, a bunch of sticks, and I'm still in a manageable weight to where I'm not losing any speed or my stamina's draining faster. So that is definitely your enemy in the beginning of the game, other than the stuff that wants to destroy you, like the bears and all that. The weight management in the very beginning is difficult. Alright, how are we doing here? Did I grab enough? That would be amazing. That never happens. Of course not. Well, that was all of our logs. So I think that's everything. Just gotta put the attic in there. So let's just go and grab one more of these trees over here. And we should be pretty good. Yeah, it's looking like... let's see. It is looking like we'll have time to, maybe in this episode, finish up... Where am I going? We're going to finish up... we could probably go finish up our farming. Not finish it up, but grab what we need to get our little harvest in. Let's see here. So what we're gonna need is a sickle, which is actually quite easy to make. Obviously these, like everything else, the stone ones suck and they won't last very long. Apparently I threw down some sticks there. So let's just grab some stone. Make ourselves a sickle. Man, might even have enough time. Maybe we got to kind of plan out where we're going to put the barn. So we do want the barn kind of in the middle of where the fields are going to be going. But yeah, let's at least get this harvested. Get this harvested, and then we'll get set up what we need for the villagers. And then I think we can start off the next episode by grabbing our villagers. So we now have our stone sickle. Let's just put that over there. What we're going to do is harvest our field. Oh, this is terrible compared to the good stuff that we'll eventually get. We'll get oh my god, come on. We'll get scythes. Wow, man, it's gonna break already. You can see we're getting our flax here. Wow, it already broke. That's crazy. Let's check our skills. How much extra... I'm only getting a little bit. I should have quick went out and got my farming up, but that's okay. Just kind of the basics here. Wanted to show you how it's done. Come on. And then need one more stone. We might as well make 2 of them while we're at it. That's gonna go pretty quick. There's some stone over here. Another one I dropped, maybe? Alright, yeah, give me those berries. There we go. Make a couple of these sickles. Alright. Oh wow, we didn't really make much progress in there at all before that bad boy broke. Yeah, so that's how the harvesting works. I think you get the idea of it. I don't want to bore everybody by continuing that for too long. I think what's going to be a good idea, because eventually, we're going to need the barn anyways, because we need to process our flax before we go to town. And, well, you know what? I take that back. I will finish this off camera. I don't think we'll really have enough seed anyways to sell yet. So we're going to want to load up How much do we got? 58. That's just a little bit of it. Maybe. Decisions. Yeah, let's finish this off camera. And what we can do is I'll probably get the second field set up off camera. And that will allow us, so we'll do that. That'll allow us to get that barn up. So we can start off the next episode putting the barn up. The field will be all harvested. We'll get the second field up and then the barn. We'll put that barn up on camera so you can kind of see how that works. Then we should have a pretty good idea of what we got. We'll go into town, recruit our villagers. So let's get the rest of the setup here, which, you know, I might need to go grab a couple logs for, of course. I got 2. I'll show you how this works. So we have food storage. So remember we said food, water, wood, right? Oh, those just stayed unripe. Okay, well, might be that non-spoil thing. Let's just put those in there for now. Put those in there. So we have some food ready to go for our villagers. And then the other thing we're going to need is water. So we'll come over here. We're going to turn these logs into planks. We now have some planks. And then we're going to go over to our workshop here. We're going to make a couple buckets. And we'll make some more of this. I like to keep quite a few buckets of water in the food storage for them. Let's wander over here, and then we will craft. And we're going to fill up these buckets. There we go. So now we have 2 buckets of water. We'll plop those in our food storage. So now they have food to eat, right? They have the meat, they have the water, and they'll have housing and jobs, and they will also need some firewood, which we have some of already. And they'll need firewood. And that'll kind of be the bare necessities, right, that they need. And what we can do is, let's see, so here's our people's demand. So you can see on the right hand side where we have our reputation, like what the taxes are going to be, and our buildings and all that. On the bottom, food demand, water demand, and wood demand. So obviously right now it's 0. You can see what we have in storage, so we put some in storage for all of them. And then when we get people, right, the thing in the parentheses, that'll be their demand. So that's how much they're going to go through per day. And the other thing we can do is we can select what we want them to eat. So all this fancy stuff, like right away at least, you know, we're not going to let them eat because they will eat it in order. See how on the right hand side it says of this screen it says priority. So they will eat it in order as they're coming down here. I don't know why Pike's so high there. We don't want them drinking our milk yet. Let's go down a little more. So there's quite a few things to go through. A lot of this will just be kind of craftables that we're going to eventually make some money off of. But right now, we don't want them eating any of that. So there you go. We can see roasted meat. So we want them to eat the roasted meat. That'll be the first thing they take out of there. And they won't take like a variety of things. Like if we have all this checked, and say we have a bunch of all of them, they won't like balance their meal. They'll eat all of this first, which is fine. We want them to eat that regular meat. Our dried stuff we're going to keep for selling. And then this meat, we can have them eat that, right? It's kind of like them coming to the store, right? You grab a steak and you go cook it on your own. So that's fine. And then we don't really want them eating our veggies yet. We're basically just having them eat the meat. So I'm gonna cross everything off here. Berries is fine. Okay. And then water items. All right, so bucket of water. We got water in there. That's good. We don't want them drinking milk yet. Once we get to water skins work even better than the buckets, so that'll be good. And then the juice and the wines are quite a ways off, but we're gonna take all that off. We don't want them eating or drinking that. We don't want them, again, we don't want them eating any of the food that we'll be making. So basically their diet right now is meat, berries, water, which, right, kind of the beginning of all games. All right, so here's a good, let me minimize these. A good way to show how this works. So for the wood, right, so we got food, water, we're all done there. Now wood, so they're gonna use the firewood. So they're gonna burn that. That's gonna keep their house warm. And then if that all runs out, then they'll go to sticks. Then they'll go to logs and planks, right? What I like to do is I will X off these. And then what happens is, and you'll see it once we get some villagers in. So on the top left, I believe it is, of our screen, if we run out of firewood, a little alert will come up saying, hey, we don't have any wood. So instead of them just going and burning through sticks super fast, I can just go make more firewood quick. So I like to do it that way. But we'll see that in game eventually. So now we've got our food set up, we've got our water set up, we've got our wood set up, we've got houses for them, jobs are ready to go. So the next thing in the next episode will be to, we'll finish up the farm, and then we will go get our villagers. Looks like it's about nighttime. So lots of progress today. We got the village, kind of the village prep done. We'll call it that. The village prep, the basics at least, are all done. Went through how it works, and now you'll next episode. What we're gonna do is, like I said, finish up the farm. That way, maybe we have a couple things to sell. Otherwise, at least it's done. And then we'll go into the village. We'll recruit our villagers, and you'll see everything in action. We'll kind of go through it from there. But with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there, be a good person. It's not hard. We will see you on the next one.